Hello, I'm Rahul here to discuss about the chapter Dust of Snow, which is taken from the first flight of class 10th English. Dear you all, we have already discussed about the first chapter of first flight, uh, a letter to God, and the coming poem we have Dust of Snow, and it was written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is very well-known poet, and we all know that his contribution for all over the English literature is very much remarkable, and we are not going to forget him. Children, here I want to tell you that Dust of Snow is very small poem, and the meaning is very vast. Its literal meaning, we can say it is just very deep, and we have to understand it as comparing with our life, that how human beings, they are very sad in life, but a moment, a very small moment, a very we can say short moment that changes the life of a human being. Here we come on the chapter Dust of Snow, which is written by Robert Frost. Here the poem is like that: the way a crow shook down, the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. I want to tell you that hemlock tree and here crow, two we can say things are added by Robert Frost, and he has added both the things which are showing the negativity. Crow and what you call that, crow and dust of snow, they both are used here for showing the negativity. And dust of snow means tiny particles of snow, that tiny particles of snow which is used for positivity. Once again I want to repeat you that both the crow and hemlock tree, hemlock tree I want to say that धतूरे का जो पेड़ होता है, that is described as the hemlock tree, and crow is also the symbol of negativity. Means both hemlock tree and crow, they both are the symbol of negativity, and dust of snow is the symbol of positivity. Here we come on the poem, that what is the summary. First four lines I want to tell you: the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So the poet, where he was going through a way, he goes and he sits under the hemlock tree. Hemlock tree, once again I want to explain that here the poet has mentioned the hemlock tree to show the negativity. Means the way he is upset, he is sad that time when he sits under the hemlock tree. That time his mind was upset, he was upset, he was not able to feel positive, he was not able to feel happiness, and he sits under the hemlock tree in the way to take rest. Has given, next four lines we have: has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had ruined. So when he sits under the hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood. When he sits there, and after that the mood of poet that changes. When he sits under the hemlock tree, after that the change of mood, and saved some part of a day I had ruined. Before sitting under the hemlock tree, when he wanders here and there, when the poet wanders, he roams here and there, because he was not in positive mood, he was not in happy mood. And dear guys, all we know that when we are not in positive mood, our mind doesn't work, our mind can't think properly, we cannot do any positive work. So the poet also can't do any positive work, and he was just roaming here and there in negativity. But after sitting under the hemlock tree, one crow who was also sitting on the tree, on the branch of the tree. It was the hemlock tree. I have already discussed that hemlock tree and crow, they both are the symbol of negativity, which are used by the poet here in this chapter, Dust of Snow. And when the poet he sits under the tree, his mind changes. Here, dust of snow means tiny particles of the snow. And when the crow, it shook down. Matlab, the crow, it shook the branch of the tree, and the dust of snow, which were the branch which was laden with the dust of snow, all the dust of snow, it just fell on the poet, and due to that, the mind of poet it changed, and after that he feels happy. I want to tell you the literal meaning. What does this poem tell? What it tells literally. So I have already told you that dust of snow is used here as a symbol of positivity, and crow and hemlock tree are used here as the symbol of negativity. So hemlock tree and crow, they are showing that how they are used as a symbol of negativity, and the poet, when he sits under hemlock tree, when he sits, the poet, he has not used the tree of oak or the tree of pine or other good trees. He has used here hemlock tree to symbolize something negative, and he has used dust of snow, particles of snow. You know, the color of the snow is what? It is white, and white is the symbol of what? Positiveness. So that is showing that dust of snow, which creates the positive mind, which creates the positive mind of the poet when he feels upset and sad. So all these things are there, and literally I want to say you that Robert Frost, he writes such type of poems, and he gives different type of views about all these things. I have already told you. After that, we have the next chapter we'll discuss later, and you all know that this shows that how a person he feels happiness, and how there is uh, we can say rapid change in the life of a person. In the context of the poet, we can talk like that when he feels bad, when he feels upset, when his mind doesn't work, and when he was wandering here and there, he was unable to find out anything, his mind was disturbed, and a only very small thing, by only sitting under the hemlock tree, which changes the mind of poet. Now we can discuss one two questions here, that why does the poet, or why has the poet used the words like crow and hemlock tree? So we can say to symbolize the negativity, to give the negative meaning in the poet. The poet had used these words crow and hemlock tree. And same there, dust of snow. The word dust of snow, it is used here in this poem to show the positiveness, that how that particles of the snow that falls upon the poet, and it changes the mind of the poet, and later he becomes what? He becomes happy. The state of his mind that changes from sadness to happiness. Another question we can discuss here, that how does the poet save his rest of the day, matlab how does the poet shape the time. So we can say that earlier the poet was sad, earlier the poet was upset, he was unable to think, he was unable to judge anything, his mind was disturbed, he was unhappy, he was sad. But after falling of the dust of snow on him, when he was sitting under the hemlock tree, that changes the mind of the poet, he becomes happy, and that's why he was able to shape the time. When he becomes happy, he can think, he can use his brain, he can use his mind. So that's all for today. Again, I will upload another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe my video. Thank you very much.